Hi there everyone, my name is Helenique and I'm really happy you joined me because today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 very important things you want to avoid if you are looking to attract a smart and beautiful woman. Now, if you are a man on your way to becoming a conscious man, you're the kind of person that this woman is really interested to meet. So you need to be aware though that she is looking for a really reliable, consistent mate, someone who she can really depend on, someone who's going to be there thick and thin, someone that she can trust, someone that makes her feel safe, secure, and protected. But as she's going through this process, looking if you really are a suitable partner, she's got certain alarm bells that come from deep programming, things her mother's told her, the kinds of conversations girls have with girls when they're younger, the kinds of chats women have after heartbreak, when they get older. And so there's very specific alarm bells that she's looking for, and I'm going to help you figure out which of these to really respect and how to actually know if you yourself are still carrying something in you that may not really be that suitable for a smart, beautiful woman. So these are 5 areas you need to be looking out for, and parts of your own development that you can do with a therapist, or maybe in your own life already through trial and error. You might have learned some of these things already, but I'm going to point them out really clearly. Firstly, it's so important for number 1 that you are not using this woman. And this means genuinely, authentically, you are getting to know her, you're checking out if she's the right mate for you, you want to see if she's suitable to your criteria. Maybe you have some values, some core values that you're looking for in the person. Maybe you've defined those really clearly. Maybe you have some deal breakers. And you're a little bit negotiable, but not too much. Yeah, this is good for choosing a potential mate. And of course, then you want to see that you're coming across really genuinely and that you're authentic about this. That sometimes the thought might pop in your mind that you'll just ride this one out so that you can have a nice relationship with this woman, maybe have some sex, maybe it's not such a bad thing. But if you're really looking for a partner, I would advise that you make your intentions really clear, because women are really tuned in to whether a man is really going to be there, long-term committed partner at this point, if it's a smart, beautiful woman that you're trying to attract, and that she's not with someone that's a player. So you don't want to be kind of coming across in a non-authentic way, or using her or exploiting her for what you can get out of the relationship for there and then. If she's not the one you're really looking for, it's best to just move on. The other thing you want to notice is that women actually are looking for a man who is really going to take responsibility. They want a man who is going to step up. So one thing you want to avoid is the opportunities that are coming your way being missed as real chances to show your prowess, your vivaciousness, your responsibility, your sense of being alive and committed and interested and really willing to help. So try to set some of that up for yourself if you can, where you can show that you really are interested in stepping up. And then of course you want to watch out more for the natural opportunity that might come from her when she expresses how she feels or what she wants. See if you really are authentically aligned with that, and if so, make a point of making her know that you are really going to be available and that you really are interested in being there for her, and you're devoted. Express your devotion and show that you're willing to step up, and then actually step up. So maybe you need to follow it up with an action where you can actually give her in real terms the confirmation and the evidence that you actually do what you say. And again, try not to do this as a strategy to just get her into a place or position that you want her to be in. Do it if you really are genuinely and authentically interested in being there for her. The other thing that's really important with men is the time, the effort and the energy you make available for the relationship. Women are needing to bond with you in order to have sex with you, in order to take you on as a partner. They really are looking for someone that they can get to know, and they need time to feel safe. So you need to make time available. It's really important that you meet often. Maybe 3 times a week is really appropriate for the beginning dating stages. And bear in mind the kind of rule agreement that most dating coaches are agreeing upon is that after about 5 dates, the relationship is meant to go to this next level, or it's taking another growth curve, and that's where you have the chance to step up, right? So keep in mind that you need to be meeting often in order so that you can build momentum, and after about 5 dates you need to be deciding if this is the one for you or not. This is what she's going to be looking out for, is someone who's able to take that next wave with her or not. The other thing that I think is so important, and there's a whole video on it, is how to be emotional before sexual. And you can watch that video and get very clear on that. But this is my fourth area to avoid, is coming across too strong sexually. You've probably heard this, you probably know how to do that, but I'm still making the point to let you know that it's something you need to be watching. So no vulgar communication, no explicit sexual innuendo, very strong kind of come to bed baby type jokes, when you're not actually in a fun, flirty mood with this person and you feel that she's open to that in a kind of joking, comical way. So rather take it a little bit more seriously in the beginning. It's a bit safer. If you are going to play around, flirt around sexually, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure that you're not coming on a little too strong, that you back it up by really getting to know her on all the other levels. A woman is interested in a relationship that's going to fulfill her on many levels, as I'm sure you are. So you don't want to be putting too much accent on the sexual side, because that's ringing an alarm bell in her mind. Yeah. The other thing, which I think is so important and it needs a little bit more discussion, is this whole area of communication. So an area to avoid here is coming across as someone who's not really interested in what she feels, coming across as someone who's not actually able to express what you feel, and or coming across as someone who talks a lot about yourself and your life, but doesn't kind of pace the communication so that it's a really good dialogue and that it's about getting to know each other. So these are some areas that men struggle with sometimes, and the whole area of communication is so important in all relationships. Between parent and children, between partners, lovers, and of course even between friends. We really bond and relate to each other through the way that we understand each other, and the only way we can do that is through our words and our actions. So these must measure up, and this is again a very important part of communication. So when you are actually dating somebody, see that you make yourself really available to hear how her day went. See that you actually develop the kind of patience and compassion, the empathy in your life. If you can do this before you meet her, that would be a really great thing. To actually hear this woman talk about her feelings. It's really important for women to express how they feel. Not too much to men, we try and advise less of that, but really they do need to express enough of that, and you need to be available for that so that you can create a safety in your communication style with this person. Then you also want to make sure that you're letting her know how you feel, how much you like her, how you love getting to know her, how there's these different areas of life that you're interested in, and that you're interested in how you compare and share those with her. This is going to create the warmth, the connection, the rapport, we call it, the trusting kind of atmosphere between you. And it's really a woman's deep need is a man who is actually available. Remember I said tip number 3 was to make sure you're meeting often. So is he available? And then is he emotionally available? This is going to come across by your words and your actions. So tip number 5, let's recap those really quick. You've got number 1, make sure that you are stepping up and showing your responsibility. Make sure that you're not using her, and make sure you check back in with yourself that you're not exploiting what the relationship can give you if she's really not a match for you, or if you're really not interested in getting to know her. Make sure you're meeting often, make time for the relationship, really show that you're available, and be available. Don't just show it, be genuinely available. Then become emotional before sexual. Talk about how you feel, let her know how you are feeling about her, invite her to share feelings, tell her about other things you're passionate about, let her know about your emotional intelligence before you get in there and push for sex. And number 5 is communicate. Really learn how to be in great communication with a woman, with anyone for that matter, and your life is going to really blossom. Communication is one of the most powerful things human beings can do. We create incredible worlds with words. So I welcome you to watch other videos if you like, and I really hope this one helps you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.